No, my thing's better.
You say it like that.
I say it like that because I'm a snotty little fucking prick of a child right there.
Oh, okay. You mean always?
But like, this one's gonna be.
This one is gonna be a short one because David's just gonna concede to me now. Already.
Nah, fam. You're going to concede to the glory that is Samsung. This is going to be fucking bizarre.
Samsung will get stumped by Apple. A piece of fruit will take you down.
This battle is fucking bizarre. If you saw the thumbnail wondering what the fuck are these guys smoking, you're probably right. It's stupid. It's completely bad shit. But so are a lot of these.
And one-sided because Apple wins.
Oh, go blow your own cock.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Pretty sure there's an app for that.
There's an app for just about anything.
There's an app for
That's true. There probably is an app for that on Apple. I'm just kidding.
Rag, get the fuck out of the video. You're not helping.
Okay.
I will yeet you clear to the back room.
It should probably be stated that everybody on this, except for the judge and David, are against Apple. Are for Apple.
Here, see, Red, you want to hop in this again?
Well, is Swan the judge? Or?
Swan's the judge.
Oh, wait.
But Noble said that everybody's Team Apple besides Swan and myself here.
To be fair,
I'm
if
torn.
we're talking
I've used
purely
Apple
phones,
for a long time,
I'm
but
an LG guy.
I'm considering switching for the next time. I mean, my thing has always been I like the iOS, or I like the OS of Apple. It's simple, it's kind of nice to use. Every time I look at David's phone, it just seems messy and unorganized. It doesn't really adhere to my OCD, but I will what I don't like about Apple...
If that was an Apple, it would have broke.
Yeah. What I don't like about Apple is the fact that everything's overpriced. They make their own chargers, and they feel the need to get rid of, earphone jacks. So that's my take on it.
But on that same note, if you think about it, and there's a reasoning behind it, is if they make their own stuff, everything is guaranteed to work, and that's the nice thing about it. You never have to worry about
except for the fact that
breaking everything all the time. Because if you use a third-party item, then you're going to break things. Like Samsung, they'll accept any third-party item, whether it breaks their phones, tablets, laptops, or not.
Hey, except for 99% of your guts for your phone come from a Samsung plant, you fucking heathen.
Is this confirmed?
Yes, it is.
This is not confirmed.
That actually
is. The screens are Samsung made. Everything else is not Samsung.
The screen, the logic board, those are both fucking...
The logic board is not Samsung.
Yes, it was up until this iOS or the iPhone X. That is the only one I am not...
Which means that statement is now invalid and inaccurate.
That is the only model that is the only fucking model that is not a fucking Samsung part.
Can we not do that very sensitive mic, please? Thank you.
I was grabbing it like a fucking...
Inaccurate.
That'll be a fucking audio down edit.
This video's already...
I feel like the only adult in the room now.
This video's already derailed.
All right, Swan.
So, you know what,
you have
David?
to bring
It's
some
okay.
order.
You might be able to claim that some parts are made by Samsung, but you have to clearly identify the fact that the Samsung has no bearing when it comes to the ecosystem involved. Apple TV, Apple Mac, Apple phone, all cohesive. You pick up from one where you drop off on the other. But I love to see Samsung come out with Apple TV type stereotype.
Oh, you poor naive fucking fool. I still, in my Samsung Cloud, still have all the apps, all the backups, all the fucking shit from
all you have is a backup and app. I'm talking like cohesion.
If you'd let me finish, you fucking moron.
On my Mac, I can pick it up on my phone or my app.
This is going to get super heated. This is going to get super heated. You're going to have to put like a fucking edit at the beginning. Like, dude, I can go directly from my fucking phone, directly to my tablet, directly to any Samsung device I have, just like you.
Not using a Samsung app or using Google architecture?
Yes, using S Notes. I can go from one to the other to the other to the other. Back.
Okay, how about video? How about production?
Yep. Just anything that's backed up in the Samsung Cloud, I can fucking access immediately. Just like anything.
Using another Samsung app?
Yep, using any Samsung app. So, don't know where you're getting this heathenry.
Hey, where are you getting your Samsung TV from? Because I can tell you right now, your Samsung TV is a live TV setup.
Hey, I can control my Samsung TV directly from my goddamn Samsung Galaxy Note 8 right here.
As can I with my phone. So, moving on to the more important stuff.
Where's my popcorn when I need it?
This is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid. I cannot believe I'm doing this.
Brand warfare.
Brand warfare, the video. God, I hate it, and I love it at the same time.
Swan have topics that he wants to go over?
Yeah, let's defer to the judge. What does he want to hear us talk about?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. My headphones died. Yeah, no, I can't say they were Apple.
I know.
I wish I could say they were Apple.
They Samsung?
No, they were not.
Samsung?
They were Turtle Beach.
Made with Samsung components.
No.
Now you know.
No, they were not made with Samsung components.
Okay, so
They were made from the same They were made from the same generic shit that the Beats by Dr. Dre that are branded by Apple are made from.
This is such a fucking...
Because they're purchased by Apple, not made by Apple. Difference. That's
I
because
mean,
Apple has the buying power and Samsung does not.
Except for Samsung, like
Okay,
absorbs
so-
9 million different fucking companies a year, so
that's Disney.
yeah, that too. But we'll save the Disney rant for another video.
Anyhow,
Disney
anyhow.
next
But
video.
I'd like to re-ask, does Chris have any, like, topics?
Okay, Chris, since I didn't hear
No.
you while I was turning my headphones off and plugging.
I would be starting over, but you know somebody just kept wanting to speak. David.
Also read.
Not
but,
noble.
So since you guys had already mentioned the connectivity between all the various devices that both Apple and Samsung offer, how about some let's get some spec talk.
Oh boy. So Noble, I'll let you start first.
Like OS spec.
Try not to
Let's start with
interrupt
OS
too
spec.
much. That goes for both of you.
When you say OS spec, I'm not sure I quite understand because it would be very difficult to give specs on OS. Hardware you can get specs on.
Yeah,
but
'cause
OS
operating systems more software.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Hey,
But I will
Swan,
say
you went
this,
to
when it comes
ITT.
ease
Come
of
on.
use- hey, when it comes to ease of use and simplicity, nothing beats the iPhone. When you want something that just works when you pick it up and use it, that's the iPhone. When you want something that you can actually navigate and control multiple devices that all flow into the home life, including, your smart bulbs, your smart TVs, even your smart alarm systems and your Nest thermostat,
Ugh,
it all connects to Apple.
cringe.
Does Samsung offer anything similar?
Pretty much, like, I control pretty much my entire freaking house with it, which is literally what he's talking about here. But let me throw something at you, Noble. So, since we're talking specs here, let's go with what kind of glass is your screen of your iPhone made out of? Considering I had to repair plenty of iPhones in my day.
Well, if we're talking the newest has a sapphire lens on the rear cover of the camera.
Yeah, I'm not talking camera. I'm talking that fragile ass screen that I have to change every other week for people.
The Samsung screen is just as fragile.
I've
if you were
yet
to look at a nationwide comparison,
I have
you would see
yet to
the
fix
same
one.
amount of destroyed devices.
I have yet to fix a Samsung phone, to be honest with you.
Can I jump in on this? I have a theory for the screen situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think glass-wise, it's probably the same shit.
Oh,
it's more of the issue that I find is that Apple's like the way their screen is just positioned on the phone. It's a lot more like liable to be broken. Like there's more because they go for such a sleek. They kind of have design over functionality at Apple.
Basically, what he's saying is it's user failure, and you can't really bring user failure into a device.
Fair, I guess.
It's not really user. It's not really user failure. It's how they've manufactured their phones, mass manufacture their phones, to make them so pretty.
They're pretty though.
I'm not going to deny that they're a pretty phone. They're nice to look at. They're horrible to fucking use.
And as Gavin says, I don't know if
That
you
is
saw
a
on
lie.
the off topic, he was like, "Oh, their
In fact, they're the
packaging
most
is so
easy-to-use
nice."
device, rated #1 as well.
I'm not saying they're horrible in the sense of that they suck. I'm saying
Also,
they're horrible
I mean,
because
we can also go into sales of the devices. When it comes down to it, nobody's like, "Oh, hey, the new Samsung's." No, it's all about the new iPhone launch. People come out in droves for the iPhone launch. The last time a Samsung launched,
sheep come out for Apple. Sheep come out for
or
Apple.
just informed purchasers.
Like, I saw somebody selling 5 of their fucking phones just so they could get one iPhone X when
That's
it came
because
out.
the iPhone retains its value as well, which is another selling point on the iPhone.
I could
and
go.
any other Apple product.
I
They
could
all
go and
retain
get
value
the
value.
$1,000 that I spent on this Note 8 today for it. If I traded
No,
it
you
in,
can't. Don't lie.
if I traded it in for the Note 9, I could get the exact same fucking price.
You're not getting $1,000 for that phone. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
You'll be
Directly
lucky to get
from the
$100,
directly from there, they trade it in. It goes right towards your fucking contract, man. Just like any fucking Apple product.
But you're not going to get
I'm not
full
going-
market value. Whereas
I'm
you
not going
would
to
with
trade
an
it to
iPhone.
Joe fucking Schmo on the
Swan,
street for a goddamn
Judge, I'm
$1,000.
gonna need a judge input on this one.
You fucking heathen.
So wait, you're specifically
Do my
That's why
headphones?
I hate that.
I fucking hate these headphones. God titty fucking damn it. Suck my dick, you stupid headphones.
You hear them?
Did you hear any of what I said?
The mic wasn't
Yeah.
on.
We heard it all.
can you hear me though?
That's getting a fucking edit, by the way. There's an edit happening with that. So
No, I think we need to keep the
We're
titty
just-
fucking
I'm
headphones.
liking how this video's turning
We're
out.
just making so much more work for Red.
So, Judge, I'm gonna need your input on this retaining value.
Noble, there's a
I'm-
difference between. I can step right in for Swan here. Like, there's a difference between me going and selling my phone to some fucking moron pleb on the street and saying, "Hey, I want $1,000 for this." He'd laugh in his face or maybe shoot me.
Depends on where you are.
But you can do
To
that
be
with an
fair-
iPhone.
But
so
but
To be fair, Joe Random will probably drop 1,000 if it was an iPhone.
exactly my
But
point. Anybody
again,
knows the value.
that's also
is based in
that's
iPhone.
also based on the sheeple prospect, though.
that's also based on the sheeple, bro. Thank you.
I mean, when you got ads everywhere talking about, buy the new iPhone.
That's because
XL
Apple can afford it
or
because they've
whatnot.
got more.
There's a plenty of fucking ads for Samsung products. You fucking twit. Oh my god.
I mean, going based on that though, I've seen a lot more ads for Apple products than I have for Samsung products.
you see, the difference is Apple, you see their iPhone products. Samsung, you see everything. You see Chromebooks. You see fucking the fridge.
Wait, hold on. I need to devil's advocate. You fucking dissed
Wait.
Chromebook hardcore.
Ooh,
I diss Chromebook because
That's-
it's
Because he can't handle a Samsung device.
no. There's a difference between the
Same
two
reason
though.
why he doesn't have a Samsung tablet. Do you have a Samsung tablet?
Yes, I do. I have 3
Samsung tablets.
Samsung tablets. I have the fucking Note 8 tablet. I have the actual fucking Tab A, and I have the Tab 2.
Wait, may I ask a question?
Whereas most people can have an iPad and get it all in one
are
device,
Chromebooks,
where you have to
are
buy
they made with
multiple
Samsung
devices.
stuff?
Well, Noble, the reason I had.
David brought up something though.
Oh, wait, let me finish what I'm
Didn't you
saying. Here. I got the Tab 2 when I signed up when I got my Note 4. Free.
That's because they throw it away free because it's a free.
They do the
piece of
same
trash.
fucking thing with a goddamn iPad at the fucking mall, you fucking asshole. Hey, walk into the Genius Bar, you buy a fucking iPhone, you get an iPad mini for free.
Oh my god, that is true. I've seen that.
Fucking heathen. Buy an iMac and you get an iPad Pro for free. Like they do the same thing everywhere because they want that functionality of being able to take it on the plane or take it everywhere. And then I got the Tab A when I got my Note 8.
Phones for making calls, tablets for watching porn.
Or you just get a Linux box and do it all on there. But
My tablet was pure
didn't you say
porn,
that
though. It was
there was a
like,
fridge?
in case I get
Yeah.
that.
yep, the fridge.
Does Apple have a fridge?
Does Apple have a fridge?
Does
Do they?
Apple need a fridge?
Wait, does
I
Samsung
don't know.
have a
Fridges
fridge?
Yes, they
are
do.
very important.
What?
They have the fridge that you can pair to
Does
your phone.
That's
Samsung
true,
have a
Noble does.
TV
Does Apple
setup
have a fridge? Because
like
I
an
want
Apple
to see an
TV.
Apple fridge. An iFridge.
An iFridge, God.
See, it's annoying, isn't it? I was getting mad about
Hey,
that.
hey, Noble, just give me like 3 seconds here.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think. Oh, you could have done that the whole time.
Yes, I could have. There we go. Still here. Good. I just threw the remote into the recliner.
Yeah, the fucking headphones had this heavy shit that like every time you moved your head an inch. Anyway, continue.
I'm getting too heated for this video.
Yeah.
Fucking hate how heated you're making me.
Time to Naruto headband up. This video
Yeah, right there.
Check out
David just can't handle the truth.
Swan, where the bloody fucking pus-spewing shit did you find that?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Wait, is there actually an iFridge?
It's a concept, apparently.
Well, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a concept, but it still says iFridge.
All I'm saying is
That's
Apple
the
has the Apple TV. Does Samsung have the same?
They have Chromecast.
That's not Samsung. That's Chrome.
That's
Can I watch Voltron on my fridge?
That is not made by Samsung.
neither is Chromebook, but it's still branded as Samsung.
No, Samsung actually made a Chromebook.
Phone football. Oh god.
They have never made a Chromecast.
That's actually nice.
Get the fuck out. You're done.
But anyway, so
Being just try to
Return the
skip
court
over
to
the
order.
fact that
Don't make me step in
Samsung
there.
doesn't have it and Apple does. Win.
but
for Apple.
Apple doesn't have a fucking fridge, so we all have one that nobody has.
How about fridges don't need that? Fridges don't need to be that.
That is incredibly helpful. You have no idea how helpful it is to be able to, do I need milk? If you're too lazy,
I mean,
Red,
if
you are.
you're logically able to handle
No,
it.
fair.
I mean, most people can look in a fridge.
How many people make a fucking store list anymore?
My concern, that's true. My concern, though, is that anything connected to the internet can be hacked. So I
Oh,
don't
of
want
course.
motherfuckers hacking my fridge.
I mean, if I want to hack your fridge and freeze over your ice cream
Don't hack my
into
fridge.
a hard gelatinous
You know,
broken
Red
piece.
brings up something. How about security?
Ah,
Number one.
Well, anyway, let's bring this
Security.
back to the initial point.
security. They're both
How
real.
often do you need antivirus with an iPhone? Never. How often do you need antivirus with a Mac? Never.
I will
How
give
many
Noble
times
this.
is your
In
Windows
all my time
Samsung device?
on Apple, I've gone on some skanky shit. All the hentai websites.
Right?
Has
I've
not-
never had a fucking virus once.
Have not slowed down. I don't know how Samsung is. I'm gonna guess it's similar.
It's exactly similar because it's
Samsung
Linux
is
based.
not similar. Samsung is entirely susceptible to viruses and ads.
Ads are everywhere. Ads. I get ads
I
when
have I have an ad. I have ads in Messenger.
Right.
on
Like
the- on
you
the
you
iPhone.
can't
I'm
cop.
talking in general. Like this,
You can't cop
Samsung
out
is
with.
susceptible to application. No, hold on. I have a valid point. Follow me on this. Samsung has applications in the Android marketplace that can contain ads. Apple locks down their marketplace to make sure that ad-driven business like that is not actually sold without properly letting you know ahead of time. On top of that,
You have to.
the apps-
You have to grant
hold on.
permissions.
Wait.
Noble, your point is moot.
The apps.
Your point is moot because Google Play, the actual App Store, has to make them disclose ads. They've had to for years. Since the same
Right,
time.
but it also won't let you download an app or game without disclosing the ads. And the other thing about it is any of the in-game ads are completely different than the ad-based applications where it launches ads on your desktop, which Android is susceptible to, iPhone is not.
Nope, never once had that issue, man.
I
Like-
can tell you how many customers came in with that issue with
what they-
Android devices.
What they-
Samsung Android
they-
devices.
What they've done is what anybody that jailbreaks their device or anybody does, is they've went in and granted trust unknown sources, just like you can do with the app Cydia that you use to jailbreak an iPhone, because I used to fucking jailbreak students' iPhones for them.
I remember when that was a thing.
Right? Hey, get free premium currency for
But
all
that's
your
the
games.
thing
Boom.
is that's generically built into the Samsung phone. You have to physically void
You
your
have-
warranty to do that on the iPhone.
You have
Which
to
is
go
why
pretty
the
deep
Samsung
in.
loses.
You have to go pretty fucking deep into the fucking infrastructure to get to that. You have to know what the fuck you're doing. No little tiny little Jimmy over there is going fucking. oh, I need to install this app
Which is
so
why
I can
it's
get
built
porn.
safely.
I remember a lot
Which is
of
why it's built safely.
tutorial
iPhone is
videos
safer
on
and
YouTube
therefore
back in
less
the day.
likely
like,
and less
talk about
susceptible.
middle school red, where it was like how to jailbreak your iPhone.
How to jailbreak your iPhone, how to fucking install custom firmware on your Samsung device. Yeah, I did it all. It's not.
All right, ref, we're gonna need a close on this one.
We're gonna need to close on this one. Ha! You fucking pussing
Ref.
out.
Uh-oh.
You fucking pussing out.
Uh-oh. Again.
No, I'm just tired of you saying the same thing 50 times over. So, ref, Swan, you still alive?
I think we killed him. I think we killed him.
All
I
right,
think he's,
so
there he is. He's
I think-
alive.
I think the only minor issue I'm finding though is that a lot of David's proofs are unfortunately like singular based.
Like, that's the issue.
Like they're all
That's the issue
it's all
with.
personal.
That's the issue with any
like experiences.
phone. Like, I've had shit experience with iPhone, and Noble's had luck with them. That's why I switched to Samsung. Like, I've had no issue since I've had an Android.
That's how I was with the Xbox and Sony, man. I had like 2 Xboxes in a row with Red Ring of Death.
Exactly.
And then I switched
That's
to
what.
PS3.
That's why this video makes no literal sense,
But
really.
it's entertaining.
It's entertaining as all fuck, but it makes no sense
Which is
because there is literally all of this is a case by case basis. Like, there are people that I know that absolutely despise Apple for the same reason that I do. There are people that
But there are more people that despise Samsung than there are that despise Apple.
No, it's all relative. Like, there is literally entire groups of people online that despise Apple. There are entire groups of
iPhone
people.
sales would literally say otherwise.
The same could be said for Samsung sales. They're fucking through the roof since the fucking Note 9's coming out.
iPhone sales have been much more through the roof and
iPhone
grossed much
sale.
more profit than
They
Samsung
they
could
get
ever
more
imagine.
profit because they fucking use child labor.
These are the Samsung parts. So you're saying Samsung actually uses child labor, not Apple.
You really gotta chill. Like that desk kid breaks.
This desk could literally fall in half, and I could be breaking $5,000 worth of equipment.
Stop fucking pounding the desk, you fucking crazy person.
You made the dog cry. Or was that Tyler? I don't know who's crying right now.
This is so fucking stupid.
All right, Rev, we're gonna call this one before we kill David.
David.exe stopped working again.
Yeah, simply because of that, and because like anytime you hear of either of them breaking, you don't hear about them exploding. I would actually have to say that maybe Apple's got this one.
I mean, I will give you the whole Note 7 controversy, and that
Oh shit, were their phones exploded? The
The-
Samsung's exploding?
the-
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's not good.
I was one
I'm
of
gonna
the
guess that's a result of child labor as well.
well, I don't know if that's the result of child labor and improperly
There's
labeled
rumors of
batteries.
child labor on both sides.
Oh, there definitely is, and
I
like
mean, you could do the same thing. Like, don't forget the iPhones that were like bent.
yeah,
the
like
bendy ass iPhones.
remember that wasn't that the 7?
I don't remember.
I think it was
the first one they did like a bigger version. Right?
Yeah, I think it was the
Plus.
iPhone 7 that people were putting in their back pocket. Like
No, I think it was actually the 6 because
it could have been the 6,
yeah,
but
it
either
was
way,
the first one that had the bigger ones.
yeah. Anyway, there was ones that were bending and the screen popping
People
Yeah,
out.
couldn't put their
faulty
phones
user
in their
error.
skinny jeans.
And again, fucking 90% of the issues with either phone result in user error. You're installing an untrusted application. You're installing a fucking, shitty ass, not using a case. You're not protecting your fucking phone. But yeah, here's $50 for
But
me.
it's not user error when the phone explodes.
Yeah, I will give you that one. I will definitely give you the fucking exploding battery, because I was lucky enough to not be in the first wave of pre-orders, and they're like, yeah, we're recalling these.
You got denied your Samsung and should have switched to Apple. You should've
I will
just
never
done
go back to fucking Apple.
What was it here? Give me your personal. What was your personal bad experience with Apple?
Okay, I have 3 actually. My first one was with the iPhone 4S. I went through 4 of them because of the glass screen. Even
It sounds like user error there, but continue.
even with a screen protector and a case. if it fell specifically to
And how many Galaxy S4s have been broken in the history of mankind?
Noble, let him
Because that was the phone at the same time. Go ahead.
Don't scream.
Shut the fuck up. If it fell a specific way, no matter what, it would hit that corner, because the 4S was the one with the raised top of the screen, and it, no matter what fucking case you got, it would not protect the entirety of it. So if it hit around that outer ledge, no matter how far it is, it would start to crack and then web across the screen. So when my contract was up, I'm like, fuck it, I'll get the 5. I got the 5C.
I had the 5C too.
Yeah. I was a poor fuck.
To be fair, the 5C was an intro level phone. That was the equivalent of getting like
that was a
Samsung.
J3. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was equivalent of getting a J3.
You can't hold that as quality.
No.
So continue on past that one.
Well, the issue I had with that was common with the entirety of the 5 line, and that was the stupid fucking lightning cord. The port itself being a piece of shit. So, like, I went through 3 or 4 of the charger ports. No big deal. It takes 2 drops of solder. Nobody gives a fuck about that. And then I had the 6S. The 6S had a firmware come through, and Noble, I'm sure you've heard about this one, that if you installed it, it bricked the fucking logic board.
And they also replaced it with a free phone.
No. They refused my extended warranty. They refused
Did
my.
you break something on the phone?
Nope.
Did you do something to the software?
I did nothing to it.
Jailbreak it?
I did nothing to the actual software. They refused it because of the fact that the actual back of it, I had my name engraved into it because I had 3 of them. One for my mom, one for my dad, one for me.
If you damage the device or change the device in any way, that does void the warranty.
See,
same with any Samsung.
See, that there was done by them. They personalized the fucking phones.
And they also tell you, same thing with Motorola and Samsung.
They never said
warranty.
anything to me at the Apple Store when I was there.
Somewhere in the fine print, but yeah.
So the semantics killed my love for Apple. The fact that you did not disclose that when you were the one offering the personalization services, you should disclose that when you make the sale. That should not be in fine print. You should not allow the fucking customer to go out of that store with a voided warranty unless they choose to void that warranty. They should say that straight up front when you purchase the device. If we personalize this in any way, you void the warranty. That's my issue with them.
All right, Swan, well, you've heard the stories. Let's make a judgment call here.
Well, I mean, with the new personal stories there, I am leaning more towards Samsung, since you don't hear about people having issues of getting engravings done by the associates selling
That's happened to Samsung as well, and Motorola.
I'm not doubting that it has happened before. But like I said, starting to lean towards Samsung, but since I'm trying not to go based on my own personal preferences for non-Apple products, I would say between Samsung and Apple, I would still be more inclined to go with Apple.
Well, you've heard it here. Swan is not quite a Sworn believer, but one day he will be. One day.
Oh no, I wouldn't buy an Apple myself at all. I'm just saying that since, for the sake of being impartial as humanly possible, between Samsung and Apple, I would be more inclined to get the Apple over the Samsung.
Well, like here's
my phone's an LG. So.
My thing is better.
Well, here's the thing with the entirety of Samsung. Like I said, this entire video is down to personal experience, and that is literally any device. Why I chose to go with Samsung is because before I switched to Apple, I had Samsung before, and that's literally, I never had an issue with it. until the whole Note 7, I never heard of anything, bad about Samsung. I never, heard of any issues with the devices themselves. But again, it comes down to Swan saying if he had to choose between the two, he would take Apple, which I respect. Like, I will give Apple, they have a clean interface, they have all that good shit. Don't let my grudges sway you. Do your research.
Did Swan choose?
Yeah. Be smart, choose your own device, and, obviously this video is for nothing more than sheer entertainment.
So can I give my thoughts on this?
Yep.
So my big thoughts on this are, I think I'll always like the OS of Apple better. I think it's just clean, it's simple, it's nice. There's also something fun about, like, let's be honest, part of being a technology geek is going in and being like, look how fucking thin the phone is, look how sleek it is, oh my god. And that's always fun, that's fun. But I will give Samsung the fact that I think in functionality and in pure just not being fucking full of themselves, they have that over Apple. Because I think that what really pisses me off about Apple is the fact that for no goddamn reason, they decided to get rid of the ear jacks. There's no reason for that. And don't give me the waterproof excuse, because other phones are waterproof. We'll still have an earphone jack. I don't know why they chose to do that. It just seems so random.
Here's another selling point. Does your phone give you a water warning when you try to plug in after, it got wet or anything?
I haven't. Usually if it's ever wet, I just let it dry out before. I haven't tried.
So, I cleaned one of my cables because it got coffee on it, right? Because I had it in the car, and my dad spilled coffee, and he's a fucking slob, and got it all over my USB cord, right? So I cleaned it off with an alcohol spa, wiped it off, dried it off, and my phone noticed that it was still a little bit, wet.
That's pretty cool.
And it's like, water detected,
It's like, nah, fam.
Nah, fam, we're not charging you. And then it prevented me from plugging any other cord in to prevent any kind of damage.
That's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know. I've just been smart enough to not try. That sounded like it was a diss on you. It wasn't. I just because one time I dropped it in the shower because if you get a waterproof phone, you fucking play with it in the shower.
Right.
And so I just kind of like let it fully dry before trying. So I'm not sure, but I have had temperature warnings before where it's like phone's too hot.
Yep.
Fucking kill it down, please.
Yeah, I've had that with mine. Like it will literally shut itself down.
Does it like tell you? Does it just shut down? Or does it like say?
It'll say phone is hot and shutting down for safety. Boom.
So I think we
what I
can
will get.
safely
You know what?
agree
This has
Samsung
always
and
been
Apple
one
are
of my-
really nice, and
what?
LG is crap. So let's just stick
Well,
with
here
Samsung
I got
and
another.
Apple.
I got a good point. Does Thurman have a Samsung?
Yep.
So here's something I will give Apple. You guys, I've and maybe it's just I don't know what model Thurman has, but I've always
He has
seen.
he has the Edge 7.
I've always seen this, and this always pissed me off, right? Where, like, back in the day where we had to film shit or we talked on Discord for hours, where he'd have it plugged in to the charger while talking to us on Discord, and he'd be like, oh, I gotta unplug it for a little bit because it's getting too hot. It can't run Discord and be charging at the same time. And I was like, that's stupid. I've never had that issue once with Apple. Like that I don't like.
That there, I would almost guarantee his battery was going bad.
Maybe I just haven't had that issue with an Apple, so I think to me it's mixed. Like Apple's way too full of itself. They're way too expensive. I think that they just think that they're hot fucking shit. So they're like, oh, look at our sleekness, look at our fucking packaging. It's so sexy, and it is sexy, but it doesn't need to be that expensive.
No,
you don't need to take away the fucking cord. But then so I don't know. It's tough. I think
Exactly.
If I know for sure the overheating issue isn't going to be happening, and
I've never,
Say, to be fair, before I got my new phone, I was Discording on my old phone. My old phone's a Samsung Galaxy Core Prime.
A Core Prime.
And I didn't have that overheating issue that Thurman had.
Oh, okay, maybe it's Thurman just.
And I'm pretty sure that my phone is significantly older than
Core Prime
Galaxy
is.
Edge.
Yeah, Core Prime is pretty fucking old.
That was running a 4.4 operating system.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely older.
I didn't have that
the Judge Swan
issue.
said Apple then?
Judge Swan said Apple.
All right. Any final thoughts on this video?
No, just pick your own damn phone. Until
And if
next
you get
time.
an Apple, you can be my friend.
Until next time, peace.
So,